Garcia in the blues, Duarte in the white.
You can expect Duarte to be aiming at the chest and the midsection of Ryan Garcia, and of course you can expect the speed and that floppy, that jab coming from Ryan Garcia. Duarte. He throws that right hand to the chest just in case, gets you stationary, and throw that left hook around the guard right there. Ryan Garcia needs to be very sharp and not get hit by that.
And listen, Sergio, the number one question after a fighter loses, what's your mental like? The flashing jab that we saw when Ryan first came out, he's got to get back to that. When you see him wavering from things, you can definitely bet that the mental may not be firing the way it should be.
For 23 fights, we saw that Ryan's good at dishing it out, but against Tank Davis, he showed he wasn't so good at taking it. He's going to have to deal with a lot of body shots from Duarte.
There's something to remember about Duarte. He is a pressure fighter, but he doesn't throw as he's coming in. He waits till his opponent gets stationary. He can't do that against Ryan Garcia. He's got to throw punches as he's trying to get inside.
Yeah, the thing about Duarte, he needs to see that punch. He won't throw it if he doesn't see it. He took advantage right there, but if he doesn't see it, he won't throw it.
Constant movement from King Ryan. Good left uppercut. Duarte's putting his head down and coming in like a bull.
Yeah, that punch going to beat him, that uppercut. I told Ryan Garcia and Derek James, is that going to be the punch you're looking for? They kind of smiled, but I knew that's their game plan.
Why is the uppercut so important in this fight?
Because if you notice, Duarte's elbows are a little bit wide. I mean, it covers all his torso, but there's a line down the middle where his chin does get exposed.
Yeah, he'll squat down, he'll dip down, but when he dips down, the elbows open up. Opening right there for the uppercut.
Mixed emotions from this capacity crowd.
Ryan has to be content with this right here. Move, jab, move, uppercut here and there. Just touch Duarte. Let the rounds go. Bank them rounds. Don't try to go for it all at one time.
Absolutely. There's that uppercut, and they're back on the back foot with that snappy jab. I would like to see him go counterclockwise now. He's been going the same way. Go the other direction.
I find it interesting when fighters stand in the corner. That's atypical for Ryan Garcia. What do you make of it?
Atypical. I think he needs to warm up, and I think he wants to continue to stay hot and heavy and ready for this fight. Sometimes when you sit down, you might relax. I don't think he wants to relax.
No one in this building is relaxed right now at full voice. Right hand from Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia is known for the jab and the hooks, of course, but it's going to be hard to land hooks off the body of Duarte because he has wide shoulders and he keeps his chin tucked. It's just going to ricochet off his shoulders and the top of his head and gloves. So right now, like you said, Sean, he should be content with just touching the glove, touching the jab, keeping it at bay.
Yep. And Sergio, we call it high chest. So what should he be doing now? The first hand you flashed a fast jab. This round, feint, then throw the jab.
Yeah, you know what? I noticed a couple of feints that Garcia was doing earlier in the first round. That's something I didn't see before out of him. So they worked on that.
I wasn't in camp.
Duarte said, I don't respect Ryan that much, but I do respect his speed and power. But he said, listen, Garcia has no heart and he's a quitter. I'll expose him. There's a left.
You talk about solving the puzzle of Ryan Garcia. One thing he does, he pulls straight back, and that right hand lowers when he pulls back. That's why they left hooking on it.
He also catches himself, Sean, out of position at times when he throws that hook. You saw the first knockdown against Duarte Davis came after Ryan missed with a shot.
The crowd roars every time Duarte touches Ryan. Left hand from Duarte.
Duarte went away from throwing that straight right to the midsection of Ryan Garcia. I think that would serve him right now to cut Ryan Garcia in half, make him think about the body and lower them hands.
You know what? It would serve Ryan well to go to Duarte's body.
Right hand on the button from Ryan.
Ryan is such a reactive fighter. Like, he's a twitchy fighter. You know, anytime you even think about throwing a punch, he's thinking about a counter shot.
Yep.
Guys like that, you gotta feint. You gotta feint and bait him in. You can't tell him the truth with the first punch.
And that alone is stopping Duarte from using his offense.
Southpaw caught Ryan with one of those shots, put him down a couple of years back.
And that punch was 1 inch short from being more devastating.
Hand from Duarte, who's still trying to corral Garcia.
There you go. See, now he's stabbing him in the body. That's what's going to do it.
Both of these fighters, incredible body punchers.
Two things that are going to wear Ryan down. Being in his face just like this, just stalking him. That's going to wear him down physically and mentally. And then the body work that he's applying now, Duarte that is going to wear down Ryan Garcia.
Duarte's not really throwing a lot of shots right now. You know, he's taking his power shots. So he's not giving Ryan Garcia a chance to actually counter anything, which is also a little bit draining mentally.
That's because it's one thing to be aggressive and throw a lot of punches against Alex Martin and D'Angelo Keys. It's quite another thing to do it against the guy with the kind of reflexes of Ryan Garcia.
Yep, you see the reflexes, you see the speed. It kind of keeps you a little bit more at bay.
I like that angle by Duarte. I've never seen that before. He caught an angle on Ryan Garcia, threw a left hook from there.
Can't hit him in the back, Oscar.
I come from the school of get what you can get.
Hey, I'm the same way, Sean. Every time I do that, these guys jump on me saying that I validate cheating or no.
Hey,
It ain't cheating if the referee's not.
and you get a couple warnings. It's okay.
That's all you're gonna get.
Right hand again, and followed up with a left that just missed. We saw against Tank Davis, Chris, that Ryan Garcia at times became over-eager. Is he being patient enough for you?
I think he's being patient. And look, one thing about Tank Davis, he is pound for pound the most powerful counterpuncher in boxing today. So Tank Davis is on a special level.
This is where Ryan doesn't want to be. Get back on the move. Don't get complacent at any point against Oscar Duarte. It won't be good.
See, Sean, there was a missed opportunity, I thought.
Absolutely.
Duarte. He's in the
Absolutely.
corner. He's got Ryan Garcia there, and he's not letting his hands go.
The reason he's not letting his hands go is because Ryan's leaning back, hiding behind that big left shoulder.
Yeah.
So right there is where Duarte should be just aiming at the elbows, the forearms, and the side of the body. Hit anything.
Listen, I think the #1 game plan for Oscar Duarte is to make Ryan Garcia uncomfortable. That means hitting him everywhere often until you get warned and you're told not to do it anymore.
All right, round 4 now, scheduled for 12. So far, so good for Garcia, who's constantly moving to avoid Duarte's pressure.
So far, very good on Ryan Garcia's part. He's following the game plan, staying patient, staying diligent behind that jab, but not really putting much behind it. He's alternating his speed and his power.
Yeah.
Nice body work from Duarte. He's got Ryan in the corner. And Ryan almost turns his back to Duarte, which is why he's continuing to get me hit there.
That should be a warning for Ryan for turning his back and not for Duarte aiming there.
I disagree. Look, Duarte, that's twice now. He's aimed at the back of the head at Ryan Garcia.
It's like it's a weird angle that's happening right there in the in the heat of the battle, in the moment, those are things that, you know, as a fighter, you really can't make that adjustment.
You can't turn your back when you're a fighter. So if Ryan Garcia is turning himself sideways, just showing his back, then what are you going to hit? You have to hit the shoulders.
And listen, bottom line, we just saw a hard warning, and we know that Ryan Garcia is smart. Look for him to continue to make that move to get those points taken and possibly the DQ. Yeah, they really do jump on you, huh, Sergio?
I love how Ryan Garcia, when he throws that jab, he steps back looking to counter with the right hand or the right uppercut.
Yeah.
He's not committing to that jab.
See, if you're Oscar Duarte, you've got to throw here. Like, these are the situations where you've got to throw 6, 7, 8 punch combinations. You can't just follow Ryan Garcia into the corner and do nothing.
Look right there. That's what you should just dig in the body, dig in the ribs.
Now that overhand right, Duarte's been warned. So if he continues to do it, you understand what your opponent's doing. You have to make an adjustment to it.
And the reason Duarte's not letting go and unleashing those punches, Chris, is because that's what speed does. It makes you think twice. It intimidates you.
R-E-S-P-E-C.
And that was a low blow from Oscar Duarte.
Duarte's just trying to hit anything he can, fair or foul.
Whoever thought this fight was going to end early, they're wrong. I heard a lot of former champions say that this fight was going to be over in 2 rounds. I disagreed all the way. Still do.
Let's go. Slipped an uppercut through the guard.
And just hitting anything, hitting the gloves, the chest, the elbows, those aren't clean shots, but you can bet Ryan Garcia's feeling them and keeping those counter punches at bay.
Look at those power punches through rounds 4. Pretty similar.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want Ryan to stay with what he's been doing. You gotta beat Duarte mentally, not physically. You beat him mentally. Pull it out of him, make him feel defeated, and then you can defeat him.
Not only that, but look, we expected, at least I expected, Duarte to make this a fight in the second half of the fight. Right now, it's Ryan Garcia implementing his game plan. He's in control, but I want to see how it's going to be like 6, 7, and 8 rounds.
Garcia almost completely turning his back on his opponent.
Yeah, this is something I've really never seen before. Usually when that happens, it's because a fighter has pivoted.
Good shots out there. Duarte took those punches good. Normally, opponents would get hurt by shots like that. Ryan landed that left hook. Nothing happened.
I was just gonna say, this move that Ryan is doing is dangerous. This is gonna get him hurt.
He got hit with 2 hard left hands, left hooks by Duarte.
Sean, it's almost something an amateur would do their first time in a boxing arena trying to escape punches.
Man, listen, it looks like a lot of fighters that try to adopt that shoulder roll, that Mayweather shoulder roll, and they've never been taught it. Yeah, that's something you gotta be taught by Mayweather. If you ain't taught it by him, don't even try it.
Not only that, but you have to have the right body structure. You know, Mayweather had a small head and wide shoulders. He hit behind the biceps.
Well, those are things fighters aren't told. They think that they can do it. Ryan, and the body work right there. Ryan's got to get to the body, stay with his jab, get back to what he's been doing.
They'll touch gloves. An apology of sorts from Garcia.
Garcia tried that Luke Campbell body shot right there. A lead body shot. Didn't land cleanly.
Probably the best round of the fight for Duarte. We'll see if he won it. See if Oscar can build on the success he had in the 5th.
Next time Garcia does that shoulder roll, you can bet Oscar Duarte is going to double and triple up the left hooks. That's what his corner wants him to do. That's great advice.
Oh, that uppercut scored big time for Garcia. Duarte might be hurt as he fights back. Chris Mannix, who you with?
Derek, how do you feel the fight's going midway through?
I think that Ryan is winning probably every round, but it's starting to get a little tough because he's letting the guy get a little close to him, but he's doing really well on the inside, and he's stopping him from hitting, so he's doing pretty good.
We're seeing Ryan a little more stationary the last 2 rounds, kind of doing a half shoulder roll there. How do you feel about it?
I mean, listen, I'm a boxer. I want him to box more, but it's him getting comfortable in there. Shoot the right over there. He's getting comfortable in there, so that's really what it is.
Thanks, Derek.
Seeing the shoulder roll, that's not something that I know Derek James to teach. He didn't teach that to Ryan. Ryan's choosing to do what he wants to do. Again, when you talk about this being Ryan's 3rd trainer now, these are reasons why. How effective are you in a fight in terms of getting through to your fighter? Ryan he's tough. He doesn't let very many people get through to him. And Sergio, you know, when a fighter goes out there on his own devices, usually that leads to something bad.
But then if things go wrong, you have no one to blame but yourself. But right now things are going right so far with Ryan Garcia. But yeah, I don't like that turn. It just doesn't look right when you turn yourself sideways like that. It looks like you don't want to fight. You're avoiding a firefight.
Yeah.
It seems like Garcia is content to make that his defensive posture, Sean. Half back turn.
I don't know, man. I can't explain that. I don't like it. I don't get it. I don't know why he's personally made that adjustment. I think he's going to be in trouble soon.
Meanwhile, Ryan has pretty much won every round, though, as Duarte's trying to turn the tide. Garcia told us he thought this was going to be tough. He knew he was in for a fight. Maybe not this tough, but here we are, headed to round 6.
Shot to the right side. By tilting that way, he's protecting that side of his body. So that may be an adjustment Ryan's made because something's bothering him.
Good observation there from Chris Mannix.
Yeah,
give him credit where credit's due.
I was about to say, great observation. You took the words out of my mouth.
We're in round 7. Sergio, a lot of people thought the 7th round might be the round Garcia gets the job done as we look at Chris Mannix's scorecard.
Yeah, I think Oscar Duarte has started to close the gap, winning the last 2 rounds pretty clean. Ryan Garcia 58-56 on my card, but momentum on the side of Oscar Duarte right now.
Not bad. I agree with that scorecard. I do have 1 round going to Duarte at this point, but I like the adjustment back to the game plan of moving and jabbing using the speed. Speed sets up the power.
Garcia measuring those shots out. Duarte trying to shake them off.
Duarte's upper body is too strong for that one shot. Garcia needs to set it up with combinations. 1, 2, 3 shots and then go backwards and then pop that jab.
Oh, he caught him coming in. But Duarte's showing you he's got a very tough beard.
Duarte landed his own right hook to the body right there.
And Chris, to your point, do you think he's protecting something over there that could still be injured? Or do you think it's just this is the adjustment that makes I don't eat that punch again?
Look, it's not a style we've ever seen Ryan Garcia fight. And right now, it's not a style that he's fighting. So you got to think there's some kind of rationale behind it.
And to that, when you talk about styles, someone who likes to dig to the body, likes to punch strong and hard, make them move their feet. Look at this. No punches being thrown from Duarte because he has forced to move his feet. When he throws, he misses.
Yeah, but it's also a bad look. And you're going to get the boo birds out from the fans right now if you're moving that much. There's nothing wrong boxing and moving, but you got to be sticking and moving. Just not moving laterally without punching.
Nice left hand gets Duarte off balance. But you wonder, can Garcia continue this strategy, moving this much into rounds 10, 11, and 12?
I'm curious to know why Garcia all of a sudden moving this much. I mean, Did Duarte hurt him or something, or is it respecting something? Something changed.
I like it. I like it. I think it's the right move to make. He just needs more offense. We're hearing the boos because he's not using the offense with the movement.
Okay, but if momentum is going to Duarte's side, this is actually another round that's going to go in Duarte's favor as far as momentum. Maybe not winning the round, but momentum as far as the fans and how it looks. And you see Duarte jumping on his feet, hopping on his toes. That's not his style. That's when you attack him. When he's hunched over, coming forward, that's when you got to move. Perfect instruction.
That was sexy instructions right there. Come on now, I got to get y'all to laugh sometime.
I think his words at the end, too, were correct. Ryan's got to target the body more. Duarte's got a great chin. He's taking some good shots upstairs. Ryan's got to test that midsection.
Only 4 of Ryan Garcia's 24 fights have gone the distance. We're in round 8, scheduled for 12. Can the continuous pressure of Oscar Duarte start to pay dividends as Garcia continues to stick and move? But Sergio, there's a lot less sticking and a lot more moving the last couple of rounds.
That's what I just said, and a lot more booing coming from the fans that were actually praising Garcia's entrance. So this is not only, the hurt business, it's also the show business, and right now, Ryan Garcia needs to show us more.
I want to see hook to the head, hook to the body. The typical combinations, hook to the body, hook to the head. He's got the head open. The head's covered. That's a given. Hook to the head, hook to the body. Jab, jab.
We see a lot of comparisons with Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. Right now we're seeing a version of Oscar De La Hoya when he fought Felix Trinidad. A little bit too much moving, even though a fight he was winning.
Yeah, at least the last couple of rounds of that fight, for sure.
But these are largely wasted opportunities for Oscar Duarte because Ryan's on the move and Duarte's following, but as he's following, he's not throwing a lot. So the fact that this is not an engaging fight right now, that's on Ryan Garcia, but Oscar Duarte, to me, is not taking advantage like he should.
Chris, what did I say? Duarte his feet have to be set in order for him to punch. It's great defense from
Sean, we'll see it here in just a minute.
this hook right there, landed on the temple, just as Sergio said. And this right here, Ryan, right there, he sees it and he goes for it. A lot of fighters don't know how to do that. They don't know how to capitalize when they got a fighter exactly where he needs them. And then right here, he understood the respect. Let it go. I can't take that. And that was the best thing Ryan could have did right there.
Nice job by the ref.